afternoon, folks. Big Bo with RVs with Big Bo at Parkway RV Center. And guys, got another nice little Class C motorhome we're going to review today. Just came in. It's got 26,000 miles. This is a 2018 Thor 4 Winds Model 22B. Smallest one they built in 18 with the slide outs, this one right here. Bumper to bumper. Total length is 24 feet long on the dot. It is built on a Ford E350 chassis. Got that big 6.8 Triton V10, so this thing will take off like a rocket in this small a motorhome with that big a motor. 305 horsepower, 420 pound-feet of torque. Let's look around it, guys. I got generator running, got a 4 kW Onan generator with 96 hours on it running right now. It's got a big power awning, LED light strip, tires look great. About a nice of a little, as you're going to find in an 18 without going out buying a new 2022. And if you want to spend over 100 grand for one like this brand new, then go ahead. I can see this one for $64.9 that'll do everything a new one can for a whole lot less money. And looking around it, guys, still got a great shine and finish to it. Does have a hitch on the back. Now the specs say 8,000 pound hitch tow capacity. Now, guys, watch your GVWR versus your GVCR. It's only 6,000 pounds. I always tell people, wouldn't tow more than 5,500, 6,000 pounds on any Class C motorhome, except maybe a Super C. I wish the manufacturers would get their act together and put the accurate information on the sales brochure about towing, because that can get somebody in a lot of trouble. Now, if you want to tow 8,000 pounds on it, your RV be my guest, but I do not recommend it. So just keep that in mind. There's your slide out, bedroom slide. It's got a awning topper, 30 amp electrical service, generator running right now. Dash air's ice cold, sitting on Michelin tires. It's a neat little motorhome, you know, a nice late model little motorhome, and very well built. No window on the front cab. Look inside the cab here. Seats look great. 25,373.1. No check engine lights. It's got the rear view camera system that works great. Dash air's nice and cold, really cold. Windshield, all that looks good. Tilt, cruise, emergency start, power windows, power locks. It's a nice little motorhome, guys, and good thing about a small motorhome like this, it's not going to be as hard on gas as like a big one. These little Class C's are getting popular. You know that one I shot last night, that I released last night, that 2007 Freelander? Look familiar? Sold today. These things do not hang around long at all. Especially once this video comes out and it goes online on the website. 22B. Let's look inside. Got a great floor plan for a single, a couple, or even a small family in a small motorhome. Guys, this thing's only 24 feet long. I mean, you look at a Class B, they're not going to be much shorter than this, and this has got double the interior space. I mean, you drive a full-size pickup truck, this is only about 3 or 4 feet longer. Look up here, guys. Nice motorhome. Got a 13,500 BTU roof air that I just turned off. I mean, I'll cut it back on. It does work. It blows nice and cold. Just got a little chilly in here with the dash air than that running at the same time. You do have a full-size bed, full to queen-size bed in the cab over. Got a large TV that's on a swivel mount that comes out so you can see it from a different angle. It's got the ladder. This right here just sits right here. and then you put your ladder onto these hooks, and that is how you access your top bunk. Seats look great, dash looks great. Nice little motorhome. Books and manuals. Now guys, I want to point out one thing for those of you who are RV owners out there. I caught this one, so I'm going to dispose of it. But when you buy a motorhome, I know it's very, very tempting to take all your paperwork where you just bought it and financed it and all that and stick it in your pouch where your books and manuals are at. Don't do that. Previous owners did with this one. It had all their personal information, social security number, addresses, driver's license information, and everything in this folder. So I took it out, and I am going to shred it as soon as I get done with this video to protect their identity. And guys, do not leave personal information in that pouch. And as far as stuff, I mean, there's enough stuff there that I could, you know, somebody could ruin their credit if they wanted to. So I'm definitely going to take care of that. And I always look for that every time I do a video, guys. Y'all may not, I know y'all don't see me behind the scenes, but I actually, when the books and manuals are in it, I'll actually thumb through them for any kind of important information or upgrades I need to tell you about. And I'm also doing that. I still look for that right there. And it's kind of a shame because they traded this in on a new RV at a dealership, and that dealership sold it to us because they didn't really want to mess with used RVs. And they left that in there. Their guy should have caught that, done the same thing that I'm going to do to it and dispose of it. So, but please keep that in mind. If you own an RV, if you've got your personal information in that pouch, take it out, because you'll forget it when you sell it or trade it later on, more than likely. Plus, there's no reason to have that anywhere but in your home with your important papers. But anyway, overhead storage, I know that's a trivial thing, but I just, you know, anything to help somebody out, I don't mind spending a minute or two talking about it. Generator has, again, 95.2 hours on it now. See, it's obviously running. There's your igniter for your water heater and your water pump. Big single basin double sink stainless. You've got a countertop extender right here, which, I mean, you're not going to have a ton of countertop space in this small motorhome, but you've got your cooktop cover that you can use for extra food prep, 3-burner stovetop and an oven, and you've got a Greystone microwave up top. Furnace, got everything you need. You do have one little step, probably about a 6-7 inch step right here, so watch out for that. This is your RV refrigerator freezer, and it's very, very clean, 6 cubic foot, runs off of propane or electricity. And really can't tell yet, but we do guarantee this refrigerator and freezer to get cold and get to operating temp like it's supposed to. Microwave works. You've got here in your, you've got a split bedroom, split bathroom, but because of the slide out, instead of having a corner bed, you actually have a queen island bed. Now, that being said, when this slide out is in and you're going down the road, this mattress is useless, because you're not going to be able to sleep on it, because the mattress has to flip over and then you bring the room in. So, you know, if you're driving down the road or for some reason didn't want to take 15-20 seconds to put your slide out, you can sleep on the table booth or the cab over bed. But you'll have to put the slide out to use this bed. You got a little additional closet space right here. Not a huge amount, but you know, in this size motorhome, every little bit helps. Looks like they've got some screens from the windows out for some weird reason. You could put a TV right here if you want to. It's never had one, but you can install one there if you want to for the back bedroom. Fantastic vent fan, which is handy for boondock camping. You recirculate a lot of air. And what I like about this floor plan, even though you lose this bed when your slide out's in, which is no big deal. I mean, just bump, if you park somewhere, just bump your slide out. It just takes a second. I mean, it'll run on battery. You don't even have to have electricity to run your slide out. Just a good battery, and you can pop it out on 12 volts. But what I like about this floor plan is instead of the corner bed, corner bath, you actually get a island bed and a decent sized bathroom for a 24-foot motorhome. I mean, I know this is small to me because I'm 6'4", 315 pounds, but even I can use this. This is bigger than the one in my motorhome. My motorhome's a foot longer than this one. And you do have a little stand-up shower with a curtain, skylight, nothing real complicated, just something simple. Does have the RV toilet, and that appears to be China. I call it China. Some people call it porcelain. I mean, same thing. Do have your sink and vanity area. So this is not bad for a 24-foot motorhome. Would this be small if this was, say, a 32 or 33 footer? Yeah, but for this size motorhome, it's bigger than most. But like I said, to get that bigger bathroom, they had to put that slide out in the bedroom and give up the ability to use the bed when the slide out's in. But I think that's a pretty easy concession to make to get that bigger bathroom, because all you gotta do is just bump a button and you can use your bed. Not bad, guys. I know this is a little bit later model than I normally like to shoot, but there's people, you know, I have to try to show a variety of price ranges and year models and prices, because I know not everybody wants to buy one that's 10, 12, 15 years old. So here's your chance to buy one that's, what, 4 years old for tens of thousands less than a brand new one. 64.9, haggle-free firm, and we do guarantee the generator, the roof air, the slide out, the steps, which I don't think, no, it don't have a step, and we guarantee the motorhome to go down the road like it's supposed to, and it does, guys. It's ready to go. Everything we check, once I can feel the freezer get a little colder, I'll verify that, but once that gets cold, and you can pay for it, take it home the same day. There's no reason for it to go through service. Everything we check is already checked and ready to go, because there's no sense paying a tech to check something that we already know works. And of course, you can come and inspect anything else you want. You know, we've covered all the major stuff that costs you the absolute most money. If it doesn't work, we can let you handle it from there for that $64.9 price, guys. You know, if there's any issues with it, you know, it's up to you to fix them or not fix it. The only thing we guarantee to work for that price are those systems I just mentioned, and everything else sold as is. And you can fix it or not fix it, it's your RV. And that's why I always tell people, there's some folks there checking out a Class B van. They're doing the same thing. They want to buy that van. They came down here. They're going to spend some time in it, going over it, checking everything before deciding to buy it or not. That's smart. That's what we like you to do. Of course, if you're not comfortable doing that, a third-party inspection is always welcome. But honestly, between me and you guys, you're wasting your money on this thing if you hire an inspector. I mean, like I said, the only way you're going to get one nicer than newer than this is to go buy a brand new one. Spend 100 grand plus. Especially in the current market. You know, with gas prices, everybody's going to these smaller ones now. And prices are going up on these little ones because of that. Even though gas is starting to inch down just a little bit here in our area, I actually look for it, following the news, I look for it taking, the gas prices taking a nosedive here in the next week or so. But I hope, knock on wood. But it's funny because it really hasn't affected our business. I would have thought it would have killed us, but I mean, we're still selling just as many RVs with the current gas prices as we did when gas was $2 a gallon. So I can't explain it, but people are, you know, people that are willing to spend, I guess, 65 grand on essentially a toy or luxury items, not going to let fuel prices. I mean, I took mine out Sunday after I, you know, just for a little bit, just to drive it, after I worked on it for a little bit. You know, that's why I told my wife, if it gets to the point that fuel prices will dictate whether I'll take my RV out or not, that I'm living above my means, and I'll sell it. That's the way I look at it. Then I don't need it if I have to worry about putting gas in it. But not everybody's like me. I don't know what your budget and finances are, but you know, this is, you know, RVing's a great hobby, guys. It's a lot of fun. You know, I promise you, you have a good trip, you camp, you have a great experience, you find the perfect spot, you won't give a second thought to spending an extra $100 on gas or whatever to make that trip. It'll be worth every single penny and then some. So, but yeah, this is a crazy world and crazy market. I don't know. I mean, I'm 44 years old. I never thought I would see things doing what they're doing right now in my lifetime. But hey, all we can do is just hang on. We're in it for the long haul, guys. All we can do is just hang on and just see what happens next, because there's nothing we can really do about it. But just, you know, people always say it keeps life interesting. Well, that's true. It does. Anyway, heck, I'm gonna cut that AC off. I'm not gonna lie, it's I'm getting a few goosebumps in here. This air is tremendous airflow on this thing, and I was on low, and it's cold. And I mean, it's 67, 68 degrees out here, so it's not like it's, you know, super cool out here either. I just want to make sure it works. 64.9 haggle-free firm. We guarantee those systems. We do offer nationwide delivery for $1.50 a loaded mile one way, which is a bargain. We don't charge for the return trip, and that's us paying all expenses. Fuel, driver's pay, hotel room if needed. And if you're interested in that, give us a call. We'll get you scheduled in. Of course, that only applies to units that you buy here. We can't do that for a stranger, because we're actually losing money on deliveries right now at $1.50 a mile, but we're going to keep it the same and try to be fair to our customers. But yeah, let me know what you think about it in the comments below, guys. Smash me a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Feel free to share on social media, comment, like, of course, which is the same thing as a thumbs up. If you're on Facebook, make sure you like my Facebook page, RVs with Big Bo. If you want to buy this coach, guys, give us a call. You see how quick that Freelander sold. I did yesterday. It sold today. So these little motorhomes are in high demand right now and hard to find. I've got a good price on this one for this year model. It's way under book. So book's 71, 72 grand on it with no options with the low miles. So I mean, I'm not. I've got it priced to sell at $64.9. And thank you so much for watching. Appreciate each and every one of y'all. Hit that subscribe button if you don't care, if you hadn't already. So that way you get a note, and hit that bell notification button so you get notified every time I post a video, because it gives you a chance to see something like this before it gets on the mainstream RV websites like RV Trader and RV USA and the other ones that I advertise on. It takes about 24 to 48 hours after a video is published before it appears on all their sites. And of course, once it's there, a lot more people will see it there than they will on our website and on YouTube. So keep that in mind. Plus, I got 32,000 subscribers on YouTube. So go ahead, if you're not one, go ahead and become one real quick. You'll be glad you did. Guys, I've been reviewing RVs for a long time. I've been in this industry for over 25 years. I've been an actual RV owner longer than that. I've worked on RVs, I've transported them, I've sold them, I bought them. I've been finance manager, service manager, you know, covered for that. I've done everything one person can do in an RV dealership, guys. I don't mind giving you advice. Try to save you some money, give you some tips and tricks. Been doing this a long time, guys. I learned it's a lot better just to tell it like it is than sugarcoat it or tell a lie. It's just easier just to be 100% up front. This price, of course, haggle-free firm is plus applicable sales tax. If you are a Georgia resident, there is a $100 highway impact fee and a $40 to $50 tag and title fee, like all Georgia citizens pretty much already know. We're used to paying now for a while. If you're from out of state, you know, sometimes you'll pay your sales tax here, your state's sales tax rate. We'll submit it to your state on your behalf, and sometimes you'll just pay it yourself when you tag and title it. at your local DMV at your home state. Every state's different. Depends on if you're paying cash for it or financing it and who you finance it through, and there's a lot of variable factors about that. So if you want to know information about tax, ask one of our salespeople at 706-965-7929, and they'll try to give you some information on that. And guys, contrary to popular belief, I had a couple people thank me for telling them this, you never pay sales tax twice. So many people think, it's just a common misconception on the internet, that when you buy from out of state from a dealer, that you're going to pay Georgia tax plus your state's tax, whatever state that may be. Guys, that's wrong. You'll never pay Georgia tax, sales tax on a vehicle if you come from out of state, period. We'll collect your state's sales tax and submit it on your behalf if you finance it through certain banks or if you come from certain states. But you will never pay Georgia tax unless you're a Georgia citizen or a citizen of Georgia. So you'll never pay sales tax twice under any circumstances. So I'll just clear that up in the air right now. So so many people are very misinformed about that. It's always been that way for the 25 years that I've been in this RV industry, and that was before the internet even came out, or at least before it became popular. So anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. If you got questions, give us a call. If you want to come look at it, call, make sure it's available. If you're coming a long distance, you probably want to consider leaving a deposit. These things are selling every day. Don't assume it's going to be here because the video's online. Because now, if you want to see this current, if you want to see if it's available, an easy step to do is just go to our website and look it up under parkwayrvcenter.com. And if it has a deposit on it, you're going to see a little yellow banner beside the listing that says sales pending. Does that mean that it's sold? No, if it was sold, it wouldn't be on the website, period. If it's not on the website, then it's sold. But even if it says sale pending, just to cover your bases, call, ask for a salesperson, tell them, hey, you know, want to know the status of this. Maybe the deal's about to fall through. You never know. 9 times out of 10, they close. But there's always that 1 out of 10 chance. And what you can do, if it still looks like it's going to close, leave your name and number with the salesperson. If it falls through, they'll call you, give you a chance to buy it. If one comes in just like it, they'll call you, give you a chance to buy it. So, you know, we're real easy to get along with, guys. And all you got to do is just let us know you're interested. We'll take it from there. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. And remember, we take trade-ins too. Financing available with approved credit and down payment. We have no extra fees, no dock fees, prep fees, none of that stuff. All that's 100% dealer profit. We make no profit on financing. It's all done at the buy rate, whatever the bank you get approved for approves you for. That's the rate you pay. We don't mark it up 1 or 2% like most other dealers do. A lot of people didn't know that, but you're overpaying by thousands in that case on your RV financing. We don't have upsells. We don't have extended warranties, gap insurance. The big dealers have brainwashed the general RV public over the years with that stuff because they make it. They've got it in their advertising and their sales presentations. Like, you have to have it. Like, you're a bad person if you don't buy it. Like, you're asking for trouble, guys. None of it is worth the paper it's written on. The reason dealers push these after sales products, they've got it marked up 4 times dealer cost. They're making as much on the upsells than they are on the actual motorhome itself, and sometimes more. And adding it to your loan, and so before you know it, you go in to buy a motorhome that's priced for $64,900. You owe $85,000 on it the next day because of all those upsells and fees. We keep things easy, simple, and done. Haggle-free firm. This is what you get for what you pay. It doesn't matter where you come from, how far you come, or how you pay for it. $64,900 plus applicable sales tax. No ifs, ands, buts about it. So, a non-negotiable, haggle-free firm. I can't make it any clearer than that, guys. But like I said, come out and take a look at it, do an inspection. Thank you so much for watching, and look forward to seeing you here in beautiful Ringgold, Georgia.